Hi, I'm Moses. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a Mosat Digital Agency tutorial platform. Today, I'm going to take you through on how to use custom customize your column and use it to optimize your campaign in terms of the schedule, time, and day. So, because when you have generated metrics for a long time, there are or ways you can optimize your campaign and scale them, reduce the cost of acquiring conversions, and increase your return on ad spend. So today, I'm going to concentrate to guide you how you can use data-driven metrics to optimize your campaign in terms of day of the week, the time of the day, and the hours that generate conversions in your campaign platform using these metrics to scale your conversion goals. Okay, let's keep going. The first thing I need to do is, if you look at here, I'm going to select all data. What I want to do by selecting all data metrics is to have a large number of data to analyze, because you can't just optimize with a little or no data. So when you have run campaign for quite a number of times, over times you gather a lot of data. So now this is a performance max campaign, which actually I'm generating. The target is to increase the return on ad spend. Now what I'm going to do now is, if you look at here, I'm already on uh, day and hour. Uh, Day and hour shows me the days and the metrics that are actually driving other conversion clicks on my campaign. So now, but I want to start by talking about the hour. So if I'm talking about the hour, I want to know which hour of the day that are going to that are more performing better, and which hour of the day I'm going to remove or increase the bid adjustment. Now this will help me to schedule my campaign accordingly. So if I go to hour, now now the metrics I have here are cost, conversion rate, conversions, and cost over conversion, which is actually the cost of acquiring a particular lead. So in order to optimize this campaign, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my column. I'm going to modify the column. Why am I modifying this column? I'm modifying this column to get an in-depth insight of the metrics that is of importance to me. Now look at the performance. Already I have clicks, I have cost. Then I would like to know how people are engaging on my website at a particular hour. So if you click here, you will see the definition of engagement. And engagement occurs when a customer engages with an ad So this performance metrics is important to me. Then another thing that is, I'm going to go to conversions. In your conversion column, what you see are default metrics that Google Ad has set for you. But there are in-depth metrics that are very vital to you, that you use, that Google will never add to you. Like here now, this, because I am targeting sales value, the cost of values are important to me. So this is the value uh, over cost, the value per conversion that I'm looking at. Another important thing is your cost value over cost. Actually, in e-commerce platform, your cost value over cost is actually your target return on ad spend. Conversion value per cost measures your return on investment. That is just what in the most vital important thing. What is your ROS? So now I'm going to select this because I want to measure my return on ad spend, to know what has happened between this period of time. So another thing is, I'll select new users and purchase conversions, because these are important metrics that I want to measure over time. So now what I'm going to do now, having customized this, I'm going to name this column. This is our columns metrics only. Okay, the importance of naming this is so that when you are customizing other views or in the campaigns, you can actually just apply this, select this uh, column that you have customized. So I'm going to say save and apply. So having done this, I'm going to now analyze the metrics. Now, if you look at here, this is hour 10, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So what it means, check what are the driving metrics within this time range. Now, of important to me, I might not concentrate looking at the conversion rate, number of conversion, but what is of important to me is my return on ad spend. What is the value of return on ad spend? You already know your target cost of return on ad spend, what the value you want to drive. Like in this campaign, what will give me a profit between me and the client is actually a return on ad spend that is above 4. So I'm going to look at which one is close to 4, which one is above 4, which one is far less than 4. So within this hour, I will know the hour that actually driving sales to my campaign. So like this one is 3.64. Not really quite good up to my desired target, but since I can still keep it under training model and still leave it, or I'll exclude this 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. For obvious reason, I'm going to exclude it. So I'm going to pen down this time and know that between the hour of 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., my return on ad spend is 3.64 over period of time. If you look at uh, this thing, you discover that I've generated over 21,000 impressions and I've spent over 101 cost of course. Now it means that I've given these campaigns quite some few times to populate. So having this metric is not comfortable for me. Then if you look at 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., the cost return on ad spend is 2.44, which is very, very low, below 4. That is my target cost of acquisition. So now what it means is this: if you look at between the hours of 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., this one is 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., that the return on ad spend is reducing as we are surpassing 9 p.m. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reschedule this my campaign, and I'm going to make this campaign to stop running by 8 p.m. Now, somebody might say, why is it that you did not effect these changes initially? No, we are running what is called data-driven marketing. In data-driven marketing, you use performance metrics to optimize your campaign, not just guessing. And again, there is what we call training the model. When you train a model, what you're trying to do is to use predictive analysis to predict what is going to happen. And what are the data you use to predict? The data you use to predict is your past data. Like here, I have I cannot predict that from 9 p.m. above will not uh, generate a lead or generate a correct or a valuable return on ad spend based on what I'm saying now. So now let me go. If you look at this one, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., there is 3.84, which is okay for me. Now look at all these metrics. Look at another metrics. This one is 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Now, between the hour of 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., I am seeing that the return on ad spend here is very, very low. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. is almost the midday. Now, one should expect that at this hour I'm going to generate more sales. But if you look at most people go to lunch, they are engaged in other things that might not uh, help them to concentrate to complete a purchase. So I'm going to exclude this hour 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. out. I'm going to exclude them from my campaign. because the return on ad spend within this hour is quite very low. Another thing I see here is 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. has a very, very low return on ad spend. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to exclude, that means I'm going to exclude from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Having excluded 12 to this, so I'm going to exclude 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So let me also see another value that's time of the day. This one is 2.44. I've taken care of it. Then look at this 1.26 return on ad spend, and this is between the hour of 1 a.m. to 2 a.m., which, of course, if we schedule this campaign to start by 8 p.m., we have taken care of this. So we are going to take care of it. We're going to also take care of this one, 7. Okay, this now is talking about 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. If you look at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., this is quite early hour of the day. You discover that what happened here is that out of 6,000 impressions, 140 clicks, uh, 55 US dollars spent, we have 2.64. So I'm going to exclude from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., meaning that I'll schedule my ad to start from 8 a.m. and above, except if we see metrics that said otherwise. Okay, look at this 1.54 is also the same 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. Okay, but if you also look at these metrics here, you see a real change of time that between the hour of 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. that we have a, a high return on ad spend. So I'm going to it's make sure that I include this time to target my product because even though from 7 a.m. to uh, um, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. was bad, but 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. are good. So I'm going to schedule my campaign to target 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. So, so I scroll down again. Okay, if you look at 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., you discover that we have not had any purchase or any of these things. So I'm also going to exclude these metrics. Okay, that's that is just it for here. So I have gotten a clue of what I'm going to do. So what I'm now going to do now is I'm going to go to the ad schedule. Now the ad schedule, if you look at this, uh, I'm targeting from Friday all day. So with this, I'm going to edit my ad. Now I will make this ad to start from 8 a.m. and I will make it to end by 8 p.m. because from these metrics, I'm saying that this is the hours that actually gave me the best result. This is not by guessing. Uh, I will also add Sunday here when we check our optimization metrics. We'll know whether we are going to exclude Sunday or include Sunday. So, but for now, we are talking about the hour. So I'm going to schedule this 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. This is from the result of our investigation into our past metrics. These are the hours that we have high volume of sales and high volume of return on ad spend. 8 p.m. Okay. Okay, so I click save. Now I've taken care of the optimization based on hour of the day. Now uh let's look at, yes, we have taken care of the hours. What of the days? uh, you can optimize based on the days to know the days that actually generate lowest return on ad spend are the days that generate the highest. Now, if you see the one that is far below your expected return on ad spend, the best thing is to exclude that particular day. And in a smart bidding campaign like performance mass campaign, you do not actually have bid adjustment. If it is in search campaigns, you can do bid adjustments to increase bid or lower bids on that particular listing. But in smart campaign, which is performance mass campaign, you don't have bid adjustment. So the only thing is that you can exclude that particular day so that you save the cost. This will help you to increase your return on ad spend. So let the so I will go to day now. I select day. I want to see what is happening, how each day has fared. So already I've customized my column here. So I have conversion value all over cost, which is my return on ad spend. So which is what I'm going to concentrate because my target, as I said before, is to have a return on ad spend that is uh, my optimum is 4:1. If I have 4 and above, that is very, very nice. So here now, this one is 4 on Thursday is okay. Monday is 3.57, not up to 4, but it's okay. Tuesday is okay. Wednesday for this. And when you look at here, you discover that here I have Sunday 2.75. Now, which is far below my expected return on ad spend. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove Sunday. I will target Sunday, of course, depending on the location of you are targeting Sunday. People might be in their place of worship, place of religions, or something like that, or they are engaged in social gathering, might not have full concentration to complete a purchase. So I'm going to exclude Sunday. Then I'm also going to check if you look at Saturday is okay, 3.83, not quite not up to 4, but not too far from 4. So I can use the average from others to complete this metrics to make it above 4. Now, but Sunday is totally bad. So I'm going to go to my ad schedule. Once again, I hit my ad schedule. So if I hit my ad schedule, now I'll look at Sunday. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to select Sunday and I'm going to say remove. I don't want my ad to show on Sunday. Yeah, having done this, what you do is that you wait for like 30 days to see how this thing will impact on your campaign. After 30 days you've effected this change, you must have gathered other metrics. You discover that what you have done is that you've scaled up your campaign and your return on ad spend, the value for your return on ad spend will increase because what you've done is that you filtered off those hours that is actually wasting your budget. You filtered off those days that is actually wasting your budget. The uh, overall output will be an increase to, into your will be an increase of your return on ad spend. So this is how to optimize your campaign. One, remember the first thing we do is to customize our columns, modify our column and select those metrics that are important. Then after that, you go to your schedule, select day on hour, check the metrics. That is very, very important to you. It might not be return on ad spend. It can be leads generation. You can look at cost per acquisition or target cost per acquisition. So that is just how to, this is how to optimize your campaign using time and schedule. Thank you, and don't fail to subscribe to our YouTube channels so that you stay in tune with our further series of tutorial regarding your how to scale up and optimize your campaign. Thank you.